हेलो, सलाम, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल दोस्तों। आपका अजय गुप्ता फिर से हाजिर है एक नया एपिसोड लेकर। हेलो कनाडा विद अजय गुप्ता ऑन एनजे डिजिटल टीवी। आप लोग देखते हैं कि हर बार हम एक नई इवेंट या नई मोमेंट या नए इनिशिएटिव को आपके पास लाते हैं, या हम कोशिश करते हैं कि व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन इन आवर कम्युनिटी, लेट्स ब्रिंग इट टू यू। वी वांट टू ब्रिंग ऑल द न्यूज़ टू you. We want to bring all things what is happening in Canada or whatever is available in Canada, because you cannot reach everywhere, but as a TV, as an entertainment TV, as an educational TV, as an informational TV, we bring everything to you. So in the same way, we are on a launch program for CAWM Canada, Connect All Women. This organization is coming up to take care of connectivity, information knowledge sharing between 50% community of the globe, like women's. And they are planning to launch in a big way, where all the professionals, education people, they are here. They want to share their thoughts, their ideas, and new initiative by CAWM Canada. So let's go inside. Let's see what is happening, what they want to do, what is their message, and talk to some of them. So चलिए चलते हैं इनके इस लॉन्च इवेंट पर और मिलते हैं उन लोगों से जो कुछ करना चाहते हैं आज वुमेन्स के लिए, उनकी फ्यूचर के लिए, और उनको जोड़कर उनको उनकी तरक्की का रास्ता दिखाना चाहते हैं। चलिए तो दोस्तों, ये हमारी खुशनसीबी है आज कि हम आज खड़े हैं काम के लॉन्चिंग इवेंट पर, एंड दिस इवेंट इज फॉर वुमेन्स, कनेक्टिंग ऑल वुमेन्स एंड फॉर अ फ्यूचर कमिटमेंट फ्रॉम द वुमेन्स फॉर अ बेटर कम्युनिटी। मेरे साथ इस वक्त हैं तबस्सुम, जो इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की फाउंडर हैं, और व्हाट इज दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज प्लानिंग टू डू, व्हाट दे डू, हाउ दे डू, सो मेनी थिंग्स कमिंग टू माय माइंड एज वेल एज टू योर्स। सो एनजे टीवी अपना राउंड रोबिन शुरू करता है। पहला क्वेश्चन तबस्सुम के लिए। पहले तबस्सुम, आपका वेलकम है ऑन योर इवेंट from NJ TV.
Thank you very much for that.
And giving us an opportunity to be part of this. So NJ TV आपका शुक्रगुजार है इसके लिए कि हम एक अच्छी कॉज को पब्लिक के सामने ला पा रहे हैं। अब आपसे पहला सवाल, आपके दिमाग में काम मूवमेंट शुरू करने की कैसे आया? How it came to your mind?
It all started because I was working on different forums, right?
Okay.
So there I was feeling like that there are women and they do approach you, like multiple people were approaching me, but they were sending me private messages or the calls and everything. So I was wondering that why they don't come out, why didn't if all the resources are available for the example, we have community job fairs, we have community exercises, we have many things which is going on. Maybe because of the lack of confidence, because women usually have this thing happening in their life that after getting married, usually because of any reason, they get engaged with the family, with the kids or anything, there's a lack or there's a gap of 10-15 years, right? And when they're trying to come back, they don't have the confidence and courage to go on the public forum and start talking about the things and express themselves. So I thought that if we can give them a separate platform, so it might be very easy for them to express themselves and to learn from each other, right?
So when you already have some idea, like you want to do something, every event or every organization or every thought have some inspiration also,
Yes.
some ideal also. For you, there may be someone. If someone is there in your life, in your friend circle, you just let us know that how that inspiration point gave you push further.
My inspiration is, honestly speaking, before anyone else, that's my mom, right? So when I see her and how I saw her facing and going through all her life challenges, which every woman does. This is why I say that if you are a professional woman or you are a house person, so it's not that you are not facing any challenges. You have your own set of challenges in your life, right? But how you deal with them, how you come up and stand up again and again with the whole strength, that's what matters, right? So, but I see a lot of people who, when they face any challenge or any obstacle in their life, they fall apart, right? So my inspiration was the way I have seen my mom facing the troubles and rising again and again from on the face of the trouble and then gaining the strength and achieving her targets. So that was something which I thought that every woman should have.
So you got a learning and a target from your home itself.
I would say that that's very true.
That's why we say, आप कुछ भी नया करना चाहते हैं, पहले अपने आसपास देखिए, फिर अपनी सोसाइटी में जाइए, फिर अपने शहर में जाइए, फिर अपने देश तक जाइए, लेकिन कहीं से शुरुआत तो कीजिए। शुरुआत के अलावा उसको आप कैसे एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं वो हम तबस्सुम से पूछेंगे। तबस्सुम, आपने एक प्लानिंग की, आपने एक टीम बनाई, अब इस टीम का फर्दर डायरेक्शन क्या है, ये कैसे एक्सपेंड करेगी या क्या इनके टारगेट्स हैं, वो क्या करने वाली हैं आप लोग?
कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और कोई भी इंसान अकेला नहीं खड़ा हो सकता।
जी।
यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग अलोन। सो व्हाटएवर वी सेइंग टुडे, because I have support of my team.
Right.
They are standing beside me, and it's their hard work that which made this possible today, right? So I really thankful for them to be there for me and to be for Calm Canada. For the execution, I feel that teaching is teaching and sharing and spreading knowledge is a very easy way to spread the good and to share the information which the people require, right? So to fill the gap as well. So yes, we started from doing free workshops on different topics, and this is how we will be continuing. So it will be a combination of workshop and networking events where those who can attend, and they will be, because I don't want to conduct simple networking events. So what will happen that people just go, meet, talk about the name and everything, but you're not taking anything out of it, right? So to add the value, I want to keep them very positive and learning experience. So every workshop and every networking event will have something to learn about. Let's say, for example, IT, finance, project management, any other industry, accounting, right? So how to enter in those areas and how to expand in those areas, right?
I already, when I was talking to the ladies, I already get 4 adjectives for you. One was integrity, passionate, hero and warrior. But they are different things. Now you touch upon in between the workshop and IT thing. I believe you are in IT business also.
Basically,
Tell us something about that too.
Oh yes. So I run my institute.
Okay.
I'm professor in Sheridan College in Business
Okay.
Analysis and Process Management program. Along with that, I run my own institute, which is Strain Canada Limited, and we conduct workshops, basically trainings on project management, Six Sigma, quality management, Scrum studies, and we help organizations in improving their business. And there are many ways and in which areas, because our purpose is to raise wherever you are, how you can go to the next level. So similar with the organizations, if they have any business issues, so we go in their organizations and we work on those issues and to see that how they can improve their businesses and improve the process efficiency as well.
Yeah, project management, we are seeing it in this event. Everything is properly organized. Yeah, Six Sigma, we will wait for another 6 months after to get the results. We can talk in your language.
Okay.
But together, definitely, when you are doing something for women, something to connect them, NJTV is here with you. Whatever message you want to give now to the entire audience from this platform, and you want us to flourish further, we can definitely help you out. That's all you.
So for all the women out there, I want to say that do not doubt yourself. Wherever you are, whatever you are perfect. Do not think about what people think about you. All what matters is how you feel, what your strengths are. Do not think about your negativity or weaknesses. This is not something which you need to concentrate on. Otherwise, it will take you to a deeper side where you cannot come out of, right? But every person has some strengths, and you do not need to think about what people think that ideal form is, how you should look like, what you should wear, where you should be, and what kind of profession you should be in. Check wherever and see yourself that where your strengths are and work on them. And I'm very sure that every person in their own self, they're a hero. So be that what you are and go.
That's good. Thank you, Tabassum. मैं लोगों से वही बात करूँगा. When she started something, she's having a good idea. She's taking it forward. It's your responsibility now to take it further. Share it on your Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. You can go to our NJTV page also. You can message us there. और मेरा एक पसंदीदा शेर मैं यहाँ पे जरूर बोलूँगा कि कौन कहता है आसमां में छेद नहीं होता, एक पत्थर तो तबीयत से उछालो यारो. तो आपकी शुरुआत को हमारी तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. आप ऐसे ही आगे तरक्की करें, आपकी टीम आगे तरक्की करे. NJTV की तरफ से आपको जो सपोर्ट चाहिए, वी आर ऑलवेज देयर.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
तो ये थी तबस्सुम, काम कनाडा मूवमेंट की ऑर्गेनाइजर, उसकी फाउंडर और उनके मैसेजेस. हम बाकी लोगों से अभी मिलते रहेंगे, बातचीत करते रहेंगे और आपको इस इवेंट में होने वाली बाकी चीज़ों से, बाकी एक्टिविटीज़ से भी रूबरू कराते रहेंगे.
So Ikra Khalid is here. It is the way I'm seeing her working from so many years. Like I'm not related to politics or all those social areas. I'm very educational type, and I too keep. And you can only find me in the networking areas where job fairs are going on, some kind of lectures or seminars. So, but yes, seriously, the work she's doing, it really inspires me. And there was a reason why I wanted to invite her, because I see her standing. As a woman, it's not only for, because you can take a stand for anything, right? I see her taking a stand for the right reasons. And even there are points, and there's something I don't want to name them specifically, but I have seen that how even so many people are stepping back because they don't want to go into a bad book of certain areas. But I see her standing, and that spirit really inspires me. So welcome, Ikra Khalid, and the floor is all yours.
Thank you so much, Tabassum. Dang, I don't even know what to say today. And I'm usually not a person who's out of words. Firstly, I really want to thank the organizers and for all of you ladies being here today. The reason why, Tabassum, I am able to do what I do, the reason why I'm able to stand where I need to stand is because I have an amazing group of people that are standing with me. Each and every one of you empower me to do the things that I do, and sometimes I'm successful and sometimes I fail miserably, but the idea is that I don't stop trying. So I actually now have figured out what I want to say. A few weeks ago, I would say a little bit over a month ago, I had a networking lunch and learn in my office, my constituency office in Mississauga, Erin Mills. And we had about 60-ish ladies in the room, and each one of these ladies represented an organization doing a lot of different work, a very, very diverse scope of work when it comes to women empowerment, women's issues that we deal with in the community. And the one feedback that I heard from each and every one of these women was, wow, what a powerful room. And it really helped me to understand that we don't really connect with each other. We live in silos, and we do all of our individual work in silos, and all of that work is great work. It is fantastic work. It is empowering. But imagine the possibilities if we all worked together towards our common objectives, if we took a multifaceted, intersectional approach to the work that we do as women. And that's why I was so inspired by Tabassum and her team for connecting women, because that is so important. Let me take a step back and tell you a little bit about my political journey. So I began my campaign as a politician in 2014, and oftentimes I would go out door knocking, knock on doors and ask people for support, and my idea was to connect with women because, well, hey, I love women, not in that way, but I do love women. And I would find the answer from a majority of the women that I connected with was, oh, I'll ask my husband and let you know whether I'm going to support you or not. And, you know, and I used to be so frustrated to say, wait, you don't have a mind of your own? Wait, you don't want to be involved? Are you not part of this community? Are you not part of this society? And then later, after I was elected, 2015 up until 2016, I found myself sitting in rooms where I was the only woman. And not only was I the only woman, I was also the youngest person often in the room, and I would have a whole bunch, no offense to the great men that are in the room here today, thank you for being allies. I would find myself sitting there, and all of these very grown, very mature, very wise men would turn to me and say, what do you think? This is what I think, so you just say what I think. And oftentimes I got myself into a little bit of trouble by saying, no, this is not the right way to do things. And I internally accepted that there's something I need to do about this. I need to understand that I do have a platform which I can use to mobilize more and more women to come up and to toot your horns, to tell us the great things that you do, to connect, to work towards empowering others, to build a network, to support each other. So my response to my dilemma of being surrounded by men all the time, which I don't think is a bad thing. I do appreciate the great work that men do in the community. My response was to put together a women council. And originally when I had this idea, I thought, who will apply, yaar? The level of engagement was minimal, from my understanding. So I put out the call anyway. I said, 12 positions for this women council, 1-year term. And I thought internally, I'd be lucky if 12 women applied. I received over 120 applications of phenomenal women who wanted to get involved and get engaged. And I thought, wow, there are the ladies. And as I got to meeting with each and every one of these 120 people that applied, I was just blown away by how intelligent, how connected, how innovative all of these women are. And it was a very tough decision to narrow it down to those 12. And just so you know, a few of them are stepping down. There's 3 open positions in the coming year. So if anybody in this room wants to apply, please send me an email. Always, equality of opportunities is the biggest thing. But that's really it, and before, throughout my whole life, I was always the activist, the one who was holding that sign and standing outside the doors and saying, do this, do this, do this, do this. And I never thought that I'd go into politics. Because for me, the administration, the big bad administration, was what stopped us from getting the rights we wanted, from getting the support we wanted. But slowly throughout my volunteer life, throughout my educational life, I realized that no, we need to sit at the decision-making table. We need to express our views. We need to be loud. We need to be proud of who we are and what we are capable of doing. And that's really why I found myself to be a young brown Muslim lawyer who went into politics, and those were all of the reasons that people told me I shouldn't be running. And my response to them was, those are all of the reasons why I should be running, because we do need that effective representation. Tell you a little bit also, and I'm sorry for speaking so long. I just rarely get the opportunity to have a room full of women, and it really excites me. I sit on the Justice Committee in Ottawa, and our mandate is to deal with the court systems, our justice system in Canada, and our Charter of Rights and Freedoms, our Constitution, the Criminal Code, and I'm the only woman that sits on that committee, and I'm also the only minority that sits on that committee. I'm also the youngest person that sits on that committee as well. But the work that and this one moment was very pivotal for me. We were doing a study on access to justice, the problems that communities face with the justice system, with the courts. And we were deciding on which witnesses were going to come and give their testimony as to what is the state of access to justice in Canada. And I remember we were going through the list, and there were about 12 women's organizations, and there were about 6 or 7 Indigenous communities. And those are 2 very vulnerable communities when it comes to access to justice within our courts. And the committee members as a whole were saying, okay, we'll dedicate 1 day of testimony to women and Indigenous groups. They can present together on a panel. And 1 day basically means 3 hours of testimony. And I threw my hands up in the air. I said, what? You have 12 organizations, you're talking about 50% of the population of Canada, and you're going to dedicate an hour and a half to hearing testimony about the troubles that women face when going into the court systems, how unfair the system is when it comes to child services, a woman who's going through divorce and needs that process, a woman who's poverty is a big, big deal in terms of access to justice. Thankfully, we were able to get a number of days dedicated to the issue of that women face in Canada. And it helps, you know, and then when we speak to advocacy, I'm also the vice chair of the Women's Caucus in Ottawa. The Women's Caucus is a group of female MPs and their male allies who provide a gender lens to all of the policies that come out within our government. So, you know, we talk about issues that women in conflict face, you know, in war areas, the most vulnerable population that's open to sexual violence, that is open to so many, again, poverty, famine, raising kids, providing that safety net for children, are women. So a number of things we've done. We talk about women in peace and security, and our government, our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Chrystia Freeland, is now started this process of having more and more women UN peacekeepers to ensure that safety for women in conflict. We talk about economic security for women. Great work of the Women's Caucus and in our Minister of Status of Women, we were able to get a gender balanced budget. Budget 2018 was the first budget ever to provide a gender lens to how we spend our money. And I'll tell you why this matters. You know, for example, we are making historic investments in infrastructure, right? Infrastructure, construction. Who generally will get hired? Will it be men or women, right? Who are the engineers in the fields that are going to design these infrastructure projects? Are they men or are they women, right? So when you start thinking about who will be the end receivers of those dollars that our federal government's pushing out, we want to make sure that we provide an equal opportunity for women in the fields that they're in. And if they're not in those fields, why are they not in those fields? How can we provide support to having more women engineers, to having more women construction workers, or the indirect impacts of the money that will flow through, for example, the infrastructure funding? It's 50% of the population. And right now, only, I think it's less than 25% of our elected members of parliament are women. That represent 50% of the population that understand truly what women's issues are really all about. We need to have more women running. And I want to give a big kudos to all of the women who have put their names forward in these upcoming municipal elections, who put their names forward in the provincial elections, and who will put their names forward in the upcoming federal elections. Because the perspective that you provide, the seat that you will take at the decision-making table, is going to impact organizations like CAWM. Is there a short form? Calm. That's definitely not what women are. Calm. But I just, again, really want to emphasize how important each and every one of you are in being allies to each other. And I will close on one point, which I hear a lot, and I have been hearing this throughout my whole life. And now, being in the position that I'm in, I see it a lot more as well. And the idea is that women are women's worst enemies, that we don't work together, that we are frenemies, we like to pull each other down, we're not allies of each other. That how many of you find it easier to be a friend with a man rather than a woman, right? Something I hear a lot about throughout growing up and until now. But I have found that when we are able to build those allies, when we are able to support each other a lot more in the work that we're doing, we succeed a lot better together. So, when we're connecting women together, we have to really put our objectives right in front of each other and say, you know what? out of these 10 objectives, these 5 are what we really have the same in, and we should work together. How can we work together? Being a woman in politics, being a woman in the public sphere, a lot of people will comment on my skin color. Oh, gali ho gayi hai. Oh, uske baal dekho. Look, she's gained weight. These kind of comments, we collectively can say, you know what? It doesn't matter what she looks like. What matters is her substance. And that is what we need to continue to push the narrative on, is our substance. And we, each and every one of us, are substantial women. We are able to work with our government officials, no matter what level of government. We're able to work with civil society. We're able to work with individuals, Canadians, to really improve the lives of each other, to build those better support networks. And that's why organizations like CALM are so important, because they're facilitators. You facilitate that transition, that support system that each and every one of us needs in order to achieve our collective objectives. So thank you, CALM. And I do have a small token of appreciation from our federal government, the Right Honorable Justin Trudeau, and myself, to thank you for your leadership in connecting women, for your leadership in really pushing the needle forward on gender issues and empowering women.
Friends, you know, we are here at CALM launching event, and in this event, when we are getting a representation from 50% of our community worldwide, the ladies, those who are doing something good for ladies and want to do something good for ladies. Here with me, Ikra Khalid, you all know, well-known personality in Canada, MP from our Mississauga area, and Tabassum, the founder of CAWM Canada. We'll discuss in detail with Tabassum further, keep on discussing. By the time I am able to catch all, Ikra, thank you Ikra for saving some time for us. And now my very first question, when you got the news about this event, what was your reaction?
I loved it. So I heard about this event when I was having a networking event myself in my office,
right.
And I got to meet Tabassum and Iram, who did a phenomenal talk, and they explained what their objectives were, and they're very similar to the objectives that I want to support for women to empower each other, to work with each other. And I was just so inspired by these women that I felt compelled to come here and to really support their launch here today, and to wish them well and to offer my support and services to them in their journey in the future.
I know during this event planning, you already give a lot of suggestions to Tabassum. She must be getting good guidance from you. But one observation from my side, which both of you can comment on that, a language barrier. Because when you talk to the ladies, maybe everyone is not getting English. People talk in Hindi, Urdu, Punjabi. जब आप सब लेडीज़ को एक साथ जोड़ती हैं, वो लैंग्वेज बैरियर अगर कहीं बीच में आता है, क्या आप उसके बारे में कुछ कहना चाहेंगी? उसको कैसे हैंडल करना चाहती हैं?
That's an excellent observation, भाई. So मैं खुद उर्दू भी बोलती हूँ, पंजाबी भी बोल लेती हूँ.
इसीलिए मैंने उठाया.
But you're absolutely right in terms of providing that support to women and ensuring their empowerment. Language is a huge barrier, and I think that there are a lot of support services that are available for women to learn English and to really help communicate with each other. It has to be like working together to ensure the progress of both parties and making sure that we're all working together for the broader women empowerment objective. But language is definitely a key barrier. I think Tabassum speaks a couple of languages herself.
Yeah, and I would like to add on to it a little that and this is why I'm doing. So when we are doing any workshops or anything, if people have any problem, we can explain it in another language.
Right.
But the Canadian language, what they will eventually be using in all the official language, that's English.
Absolutely.
Right? So and this is why we keep all seminars and everything in the English, so people will be able to, and they learn. We want to put them in the environment which they are not comfortable with. So you know what, the fish that just put them in the river and they will learn to fish, swim. So this is what we want to do. that come here, interact with the professionals, and see that how the professional environments work, and then learn from it and grow yourself.
And we were hearing when you were speaking and giving the detail about the event that in our Canadian Parliament, 25% are women. They're supposed to be 50% plus, but they are not. So for that, we need a message from you to all the women to come forward in your way. So this count can be from 25 to 51 easily.
Look, our federal government is making huge strides on the gender issue. You know, we have right now a gender parity cabinet where 50% of our cabinet ministers are women, and we need to have more and more representation. And it's really about equality of opportunity. It's really about providing that perspective, and it's about putting your name forward. You know, a stat: a woman on average has to be asked at least 15 times in order for her to consider even whether to put her name on the ballot, whereas the opposite gender only needs to be asked once, if that, whether to run or not. I think it's really about providing that support system to women, and I encourage everybody, if you think you're capable, if you think you're passionate about really pushing the needle forward on progress, to put your name forward, not just in politics, but in organizations like COM, in a lot of civil society organizations, in doing the good work for not-for-profit organizations, in moving up the ladder in corporations. Pushing the needle towards progress doesn't just come in one form, it comes in a lot of forms, and we need to support each other, ensuring that we have the ability and the passion, and we keep motivating ourselves to keep pushing that needle forward.
जी हाँ दोस्तों, इसीलिए हम बोलते हैं एक औरत ही है जो घर बनाती है, वो माँ भी है, पत्नी भी है, बेटी भी है, बहन भी है, और तबस्सुम जैसे बोलती हैं, इन्होंने जो नए इनको आइडिया मिले वो इनकी मदर से मिले, तो वो आपकी पहली टीचर भी होती है। और जैसे आपको इकरा बोल रही हैं, आपको आगे आना चाहिए, अपना हक जताना चाहिए और अपनी बात को रखने के लिए एक प्लेटफॉर्म चाहिए। काम उसी में से एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, आप इससे जुड़िए और जो आप करना चाहते हैं, वट एवर न्यू थिंग यू हैव, गिव देम एन आइडिया, यू हैव देयर ईमेल आईडी, यू हैव देयर साइट, यू हैव देयर फेसबुक पेज, कम फॉरवर्ड। थैंक यू इकरा, थैंक यू तबस्सुम। तो दोस्तों, आज हम एक ऐसी जगह हैं जहाँ पे हम बात कर रहे हैं वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की, कनेक्टिविटी की, न्यू आइडियाज़ की, और ऐसे ही इस इवेंट में काम में मैं आपको मिलवाता हूँ हमारी एक और गेस्ट जो आज के इस इवेंट की पार्टिसिपेंट भी रही हैं, मुनीज़ा से। मुनीज़ा, वेलकम। NJTV के प्रोग्राम हेलो कनाडा में मैं अजय गुप्ता आपका वेलकम करता हूँ, और काम का इवेंट है तो काम की तरफ से आपका इवेंट।
बिल्कुल, थैंक यू सो मच।
आप मुनीज़ा पहले थोड़ा अपने बारे में बताएं।
So, मेरा नाम मुनीज़ा जवाद है and I am actually running as a municipal candidate for town council for Oakville Ward 4. लेकिन आज का जो टॉपिक है वो कॉम वुमेन के बारे में है। So I just wanted to say कि I am so impressed and inspired कि औरतों ने जमा होके एक प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया है to support women. Usually हम लोग सुनते हैं कि औरत दुश्मन होती है, very common. तो ये देख के and to see कि इतने लोग आइडिया शेयर करें, एक्सचेंज करें, एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, ये हमारे यहाँ बहुत कम है, एंड वी वांट टू मेक श्योर कि हम इस चीज़ को कंटिन्यू करें। सो आई एम सो प्राउड ऑफ द कॉम टीम एंड एवरीबडी इन्वॉल्व्ड कि वो आए, उन्होंने ये एफर्ट की, एंड इंशाल्लाह इट विल बी समथिंग दैट इज गोइंग टू गो वेरी फार, आई होप।
तो आप जैसे बता रही थी, एक औरत की दुश्मन भी होती है, हमेशा नहीं होती दुश्मन भी होती है, लेकिन जब आप ऐसी जगह आप आई हैं तो आपने भी कोई नए दोस्त बनाए हैं?
एब्सोल्युटली, यहाँ सारे सब दोस्त हैं, सब जानने वाले हैं, नए न्यू फेसेस भी हैं, ओल्ड फेसेस भी हैं, एंड वी आर ऑल कनेक्टिंग एंड लिंकिंग। तो यहाँ पर ऐसा कोई सीन नहीं है, दैट इज़ एन एक्सेप्शन, लेकिन जनरली आई फाउंड कि एक मिसकंसेप्शन है जिसको हमने डिस्प्रूव करना है, एंड इवेंट्स लाइक दिस इज व्हाट मेक्स इट फॉल्स प्रिजम्पशन कि औरत जो है, औरत एक दूसरे की सपोर्ट भी बन सकती है, द बेस्ट एडवोकेट्स फॉर ईच अदर।
तो काम ने जो आज एक इवेंट किया है, ये औरत की सपोर्ट बनाने के लिए किया है। इन्होंने कुछ आइडियाज़ फ्लोट किए हैं। आप उस आइडिया में कोई अपना आइडिया ऐड करना चाहेंगी जो इनको हेल्प करे एक बेटर फ्यूचर स्ट्रेटेजिक प्लानिंग के लिए?
So basically, I think यहाँ पर हर औरत जो है, they are qualified in different things, and they come from different cities. I come from Oakville, बहुत सारी मिल्टन से आई हुई, मिसिसागा से आई हुई, तो I think हमें चाहिए कि हम अपने लोकेलिटीज़ में कॉम का एक ऑफिस एक सेंटर बनाए एंड वी वर्क टुगेदर एंड वी कोलैबोरेट कि कॉम जो है एज क्विकली एज पॉसिबल एक्सपैंड करे और पूरे GTA में, पूरे टोरंटो में, पूरे कनाडा में इसी तरह है, लेकिन मेक लिटिल लिंक्स, सैटेलाइट ऑफिसेज बनाए और उनको हम वी वर्क टुगेदर टू डू समथिंग।
ये आपका आइडिया अच्छा है कि कॉम को एक्सपेंड करना चाहिए। इसके अलावा आप भी कुछ पॉलिटिक्स में कर रही हैं, अपने सिटी काउंसिल के लिए आप आगे आ रही हैं, तो आपको आपके उस इवेंट के लिए शुभकामनाएं। उम्मीद करते हैं आप अपने टारगेट्स में अपने जो कम्युनिटी के लिए करना चाहती हैं कुछ कर पाएंगी और काम के अगले इवेंट में हम आपको एक डिफरेंट अवतार में देखेंगे।
बिल्कुल, एब्सोल्युटली, इंशाल्लाह। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू मनीषा।
Take care.
ओके।
Islamic Circle of North America, Canada presents Carry the Light Annual Convention 2018 on October 6th and 7th at the International Center, Mississauga. The event is aimed to inspire Muslims to implement the true spirit of Islam in their lives. This year's speakers are going to talk about Canadian Muslims sharing Islam and serving humanity. Don't miss this opportunity to meet with world-renowned speakers at one place. For sponsorship, Grand Bazaar and tickets, please visit carrythelight.ca.
This is the world of internet. You have everything on your computer and mobile screen. If you wish to promote your business through internet, especially to perfect target market, then you have just one reliable name, NJ Marketing, offering various marketing solutions like social media marketing, telemarketing, email marketing, search engine optimization, graphic designing, web designing and development, and mobile application development. So call now at 647-824-1485 or email at njmarketing15@gmail.com or log on to njmarketing.ca. जिंदगी की दौड़ में आगे रहने के लिए आप कितनी मेहनत करते हैं और वक्त है जो हाथ नहीं आता, इसीलिए अब पेश है हबीब झटपट। जी हाँ, फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम हबीब पेश करता है रेडी टू कुक रेसिपी मसाला मिक्स। इसमें है सारे इंग्रेडिएंट्स, यानी प्याज, टमाटर, लहसुन, अदरक काटने की झंझट से छुटकारा और लज्जत से भरपूर खानों का मजा बगैर किसी मेहनत के, वो भी झटपट। नो MSG एडेड, ग्लूटेन फ्री, यानी बचत, लज्जत और सेहत साथ साथ विद हबीब झटपट।
ट्रेंडी कूल है के गहने गोल्ड हाउस, गोल्ड ज्वेलरी का है बेस्ट प्लेस गोल्ड हाउस, प्योरिटी क्वालिटी भरोसे का ये नाम गोल्ड हाउस ज्वेलर्स।
Now open biggest store of 22 and 24 karat gold jewelry in Malton. Gold House Jewelers.
New collection just arrived from Dubai, Pakistan and India. Call Shahid or Junaid.
905-672-0786.
Purity is guaranteed.
Gold House Jewelers.
Harry was in the news, Meghan, the princess. So she said, women need a seat at the table. They need an invitation to be seated there. And in some cases, when there's no seat available, well then you know what? We need to create they need to create their own table. This is what we're doing here, creating our own table. It is said girls with dreams become women with vision. Tabassum's dream is becoming a vision, and I hope it becomes even greater than what it is right now. It will, inshallah. So, may we empower each other to create such vision, because it isn't enough to simply talk about it. It isn't simply enough to simply believe in it.
one must work at it. And I see them working so hard at it. Oh my goodness, for us to be here today, they didn't think it's possible, but we're here. So let us work at it starting now. A big congratulations to Tabassum and her team for gathering us all here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sitwit. You touched all our hearts. And I completely agree. We can all make an effort in whatever capacity we can. And we might think that, oh, we're a small cog in a wheel, but you know, that even if it's a small effort, can make a big difference. So don't hesitate. Just go out there, whatever cause you believe in, go make that effort, make it big. Okay, so our next speaker is Tehseen Khan. She's a physician by background and a transformation coach. She works with women, supporting them realize their potential and transform themselves into better versions of themselves. Tehseen Khan.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, all of you, and I wish you all a very good afternoon. Before I begin, I just would like to know, is there amongst us any Microsoft employee here? None? Good. That gives me the freedom to crib about them, because you know what happened? Like, I was so unprepared for today, because it just came impromptu out of nowhere that Tabassum asked me to speak, and I was really honored that she thought that I was fit enough to share some views and some opinions and some of my ideas. So today morning I just sat down and jotted down something very quickly on Microsoft Word document and mailed it to myself with the intention of looking through this thing and talking. Guess what happened? When Sitwas was speaking, I lost my document. Because all the time it was asking me to save it and I did not, and I'm so mad. So yeah, just a suggestion before we start. I mean, these guys, they just keep popping up onto your laptop. Internet Explorer, hey, try me, and I'm like, you just get lost, because you know, I gave you up about 20 years ago, and this thing just keeps popping up, and so today it found the best time to take revenge from me by just like kind of vanishing out. And I have then just quickly jotted some words. So if you find, and those words are so jumbled, it's like a conspiracy to put me down in front of so many new faces. So yeah, so you know what? Microsoft, I'm divorcing you, really. So after today, yeah. So I have some sentences jumbled, just in case I don't make any sense, just trying to make some sense out of it. Okay, so anyways, again, so really it's a great pleasure and honor to be here, to be one of the women who are here gathered together to launch the COM movement that is connecting all women in Canada. And I would like to congratulate Tabassum for conceiving this idea and working relentlessly towards it and bringing us all together under one umbrella here, that we are present here for the launch. And equally, the accolades go to the team members who have dedicated and devoted countless numbers of hours brainstorming the ideas, getting the whole thing structured and organized, and also given in so many hours to structure everything, you know, leading to the launch of this event. So yes, a big applause for Tabassum and for her team members for making this possible today. So we have gathered here all together for one purpose, and that purpose is launching the movement. And I sincerely hope and believe that the purpose of gathering here is not just launching the event, but to sincerely work towards achieving the purpose of this movement. I would call it a movement, I don't call it an organization, because connecting all women and the purpose that they are looking to serve is actually a movement. So, and I would like to repeat the mission of COM, which is their purpose, and it's written out here that it is to provide assistance to all those women who need it in all aspects of their lives, from fulfilling their basic needs and helping them cope with the stresses of relationships, to guiding them in upgrading their skills, thereby achieving financial stability. So this is the mission of COM, and this is the purpose, and I hope we extend that beyond the launch event, even when we walk out of this room. very often we often hear people talking about finding a purpose in life, and very few are lucky enough to claim that they have found their purpose in life, because many of us are still searching. But really, I have a question to ask. How really important is it to find a purpose in life if you have not planned to achieve it? And for those who are still looking for their purpose in life, I have a suggestion, it's like purpose in life just doesn't suddenly pop out in your bathtub or under the shower. I get all the weirdest ideas, but I still feel sometimes a bit lost, because when you have thousands of ideas just coming out of your head and you are grabbing onto one, and you're wondering, is this your purpose in life? And what about the rest 999 ideas? What do I do about that? So the need is to just get focused on what you really want to do in life. And how do you find this purpose in life? It's like when we are committed, we are totally passionate towards one thing, or rather, when we are living our life in being very present in the current moment. And this is how we keep on living each moment of our life, moment by moment, being very present. You find yourself guided towards what is your purpose in life. Because guess what happens? The one thing that gives you the spring in your steps when you wake up in the morning, that one thing that you keep running towards, no matter what happens, no matter how strained or stressed out you are, that is what is the purpose of your life. That is where we need to invest our energies and our time and our commitment and all our effort. That is what is leading to our purpose, and that's how you find your purpose. Now, okay, once we know the purpose, then what's the point of knowing it if we have not planned it? Because we have heard it many times, if you don't have a plan, then you plan to fail. Like if you don't plan to succeed, you plan to fail. So yeah, it's important to have also a plan and then work towards it, because we cannot achieve the purpose and the plan only by thinking about it or dreaming about it. Of course, we need to take actions, and of course, we all see what I'm doing here is not telling you something which is very new, as just a gentle reminder to myself first and to all of the women over here, because sometimes we get so lost in being on a purpose that we forget the simplest and the basic things. So yeah, we need to work towards that plan. Find that life does not turn out the way we plan, like this Microsoft Word. I planned something else and I'm speaking mostly out of my mind, yeah, but so life does not always turn out the way we plan, but it turns out the way we take action towards it. Now, if you're going to spend a major chunk of our life chasing our purpose, trying to work towards it, are we aware of the end result? Do we know where this is all going to lead? Are we questioning the purpose in terms of how is it really serving us? How much of that purpose is about ourselves and how much of that is for others? How much are we including other people in our purpose of our life? For me, it could be a goal to be a millionaire by the end of the year, but how much of that includes other people in that purpose, right? So we need to question what exactly is our purpose and what are we spending our life achieving, to what end? Now let me tell you, there are 6 basic human needs. According to most psychologists, yeah, there are 6 basic human needs, and in the hierarchy of importance, they start from certainty, variety, significance, love and connection. And then when we evolve as people, we have other 2 spiritual needs, which are growth and contribution. These are the highest, these are higher on the stages of evolution of our personal development. So growth is what gives us a sense of accomplishment, but it is contribution that gives us a sense of fulfillment. A good life is a life where you have a purpose, but a greater life is a life where you have found a purpose greater than yourself. So I would like to quote a famous quote here, which has been attributed to many other people quite often, and it has like mostly been attributed to Zumm. She says that service is the rent we pay for living on this earth and for being. It is the very purpose of life and not something that you do in your spare time. Now, it is heartening to see that COM hopes to do this by helping other women achieve their basic needs and start empowering them to empower other women. Now, what exactly do we mean by empowerment? Honestly, empowerment is a very, very broad term. It could mean many different things to many different people. Everybody has their own version of empowerment. But now, for the purpose of our gathering today, I will consider empowerment by what has been enlisted in the mission of COM. Of course, empowerment could also mean that for me to be, like if a person is disabled and just to be able to walk from their own bed to the washroom is empowerment for them. For some women, just being able to be independent, to be able to provide a good life for her children is empowerment. Yeah, so there are many definitions. We cannot actually define empowerment, to be honest. It's, like I said, it's a very broad concept. So again, we will just stick to the mission of COM today for the purpose of speaking about empowerment. Now, the empowerment of other women can happen only, we can empower other women only when you believe in your own self. If I don't believe in myself, I can't make you believe in yourself. I cannot push you towards anything. I cannot save any person. I cannot save any woman. I cannot save any man. I cannot save anybody. I cannot save my own children. I'm a transformation coach who has been working with women, and yeah, it has been my experience that, and we hear like you cannot change anybody unless they want to change themselves. Then there are people who are looking to be saved, but I'm like, you know what? I can't save you. I can only support you in your journey to achieve what you want, but that desire, that need to save yourself needs to come from within yourself. I can only guide you. I can only give you my hand to draw you out of the drowning waters, but I cannot save you. But we are not talking about saving ourselves here. We are talking about empowering other women and helping them. I do not believe in saying that we are even saving other women. It's just that when they're ready to move their life ahead and to go on to the next level, they find the resources, which could be from any one of you over here, from me, from any one of us present over here. So what I was trying to say is, like, you know what, all of us have a lot of potential within ourselves. No matter where we are in whatever stages of our life, no matter what our circumstances, we are always in a position to be able to help others. Even when we are down in our life, we are in a position where we can push someone else up. So never, never underestimate your power. The power of being genuinely interested in somebody else. The power of genuinely being concerned about them. Just your being and just listening to them can push somebody so much forward. You know, they can find their own solutions by just speaking to you. They don't need to be told, do this, do that. Quite oftentimes they find their own solution. Now, we as women are inherently very nurturing and caring. So we do try to extend this helping hand. Stop helping women. Start supporting them. We don't need to offer our pities or sympathies to women. Everybody is strong enough. Now, see, I have gone through a very dark phase in my own life where people could have labeled me depressed, and that was the time, you know, I would get so mad at people who would not understand me. And I'm like, you know what, just don't put me down by telling me, Darshan, you should be doing this. Darshan, you should be, and I'm like, you know what, I just know all this thing. I know what I need to do. But you don't understand that I don't have the strength to do it right now. So quite often we don't need to be told what to do. We just need sometimes a listening ear, a shoulder, just to stand there, and not just to lend your shoulder for somebody to cry on, but just to stand with somebody. I've also been told, and I have come across some women sometimes like that, but it's generally been said that women tend to be brittled with jealousy, and they cannot work with other women, and they cannot help others. But I refuse to believe this, because that is not what majority of us are. We are not those women. Majority of us are not that. Shining our light, our torch, our candle on someone's darkness does not dim our light. It takes only one candle to light many other candles, and those candles can go on and light many more thousands of candles. And we see only that flame of that candle. But how many of us notice the wick of that candle, which is actually burning itself to give that light to other people? Nobody notices that wick. Similarly, our efforts, they go unacknowledged, unappreciated. Nobody notices what we are doing for them. And most of us being mothers here, I'm sure we are quite aware of how we feel when we keep relentlessly working for our children, our family, and at the end of the day you feel, I'm not even noticed. I'm not even being acknowledged. Nobody's even grateful. Why am I even doing this? And then you start all over again the next day. Our love for our children and our family keeps us going. We never said that, okay, you know what, you were ungrateful for the dinner last night, I'm not cooking any breakfast to you today, go hungry to school. We don't do that. That's not in our nature. How many of us have seen the hand of God? Anyone? No one. How many of us have felt the hand of God in our lives? I'm sure most of us, right? At least at some point in life, if not always. But that's what I'm trying to say. Quite often, the things that really make a difference in our life are not the things which are seen, but they are felt. They are felt by their presence and they are felt by their action. Now, I'm not trying to imply that we would be doing something for others only if we are acknowledged, or we are doing that just to get some fame or some material benefit or something so-called benefits. No, I'm not implying that. I'm just reminding ourselves, myself first, that it is not for appreciation and acknowledgement that we work to help other people, especially women. We should be like, that sisterhood. We just can connect. That one great thing about women is, like, you sit there, speak a few words, and you know what her history is about, what is she trying to say, what is she going through. And every single day I beat my head against the wall trying to make my husband understand two things, two simple things. So you see, it's just gender-based, and I'm being a bit stereotyped, I'm being a bit biased, but that's what our experience has been. It's very easy to connect to women. We understand our language. We speak a different language and we understand that. We see it, look at each other, and we know, you know what? I know what you're going through. I'm here for you. And this is the power that we need to use with the other women in our life. Even they are strangers. If you meet somebody for 1 minute, leave an impression. Give something before you go away. Just a smile, a very kind word, an acknowledging look, a sip of water, a chair, a seat, and so much starting from there. We can affect the lives of other women so much more. And this is what we are going to leave behind when we go back to our Creator. Never, never underestimate the importance and the power of the smallest and the simplest actions. So again, I would like to congratulate once more Tabassum, and thank you for giving me a chance to be able to express my words here. Just want to leave you all with this message, that let us connect with each other even beyond this room and start affecting the lives of other women. Let each one of us be the queen who adjusts the crown of other queen without telling others about it. Thank you.
I agree. If we all use the power of positivity, I'm sure we can make a huge, huge impact, more than we can realize. Before we hear from our guest of honor, we can take a quick washroom water break. Yeah? Just 1 second.
I need to speak for 2 minutes.
Okay, so we'll have our founder again. She'll share a few words. Okay, so thank you so much for our speakers for sharing their point of views and the details. I'm really inspired. Though they are my personal friends, I know them already from some time, and I know that how awesome they are with their words and the power and energy they transfer. But everyone was thanking me and talking about the vision, what I have created. I wanted to tell you that from where it actually started. So my mom is here. Mama. So when we are talking about women and we are talking about connecting with other women and going out and explore the world and see, so where you can get the real inspiration from, your first institution was your mom, right? So whatever you are, basically this is something, it doesn't come from nowhere. So yes, there was something, there was a light, you have seen someone going through of the life challenges, and every woman here, honestly speaking, it doesn't matter you're a working woman, stay home, you have seen some very bad experiences in life or not. No, you are a heroine yourself, because the woman has given from Allah Ta'ala or God Almighty some kind of responsibilities and challenges which she faced throughout her life, right? So in your home, in yourself, you can find a hero and inspiration wherever you are, right? So I just wanted to thank Mama for giving me that inspiration, how I saw her going through of her life, that with all the difficulties times, there was a smile and there was I never saw her disappointed throughout my life. It doesn't matter what kind of challenge she is facing. From the very childhood, all of my siblings, and we have seen that whatever happens, she's always like, and we all are blank, like, what will you do? What will you do now? And her response is always, there is a way, we'll figure out. And we're like, okay, let's see. And things really, they move on, they work along. So that's the spirit we need to create and we need to pass on. But yes, you can find that inspiration right in your home, and that will be your mom. And thank you, Mama.
फ्रेंड्स, मेरे साथ इस वक्त हैं मलिहा खान, एक जानी मानी सोशलिस्ट, एक जानी मानी शख्सियत जो मिल्टन में लेडीज़ के लिए बहुत काम कर रही हैं। इनकी एक अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी है, ये उसमें काम करती हैं, उसके थ्रू भी लेडीज़ के लिए बहुत कुछ करती हैं और आज ये काम के इवेंट में आई हैं। वेलकम टू काम इवेंट।
Thank you so much. It's my privilege to attend Tabassum Shaheed's and her team's initiative. तबस्सुम को मैं पिछले 2 साल से जानती हूँ और अगर कोई भी मुझसे तबस्सुम के बारे में कुछ पूछता है तो मैं कहती हूँ हम लोग विजन लेके चलते हैं, कुछ लोग होते हैं उन विजन्स को रियलिटी बनाते हैं।
एग्जीक्यूशन वाली हैं वो, उनका फील्ड भी एजुकेशन है ना, एक्चुअली वो उसी तरीके की बात करते हैं।
She knows how to do that. She is driven, माशाल्लाह। मेरा ख्याल है कि हमारी कम्युनिटी और हमारी कम्युनिटी नहीं, आई थिंक और भी सारी कम्युनिटीज़, especially women, going to take so much advantage with COM, and I hope that our organization can work along with her organization to do more better things and to make a mark in the society, inshallah.
अगर मैं आपसे सवाल पूछूं कि आप कोई 2 ऐसी चीज़ बताएं कि आपको जो काम के इवेंट में और तबस्सुम के पास खींच लाया, तो क्या बताएं कम से कम शब्दों में, जिसको कहते हैं ना बुलेट पॉइंट्स में?
Okay, Tabassum has integrity. You can see it when you talk to her, when you work with her, and Tabassum has the passion to do and to do things, to make things happen. I think these 2 things make me come and talk to her, and whenever she is going to do anything, I want to be part of it, or rather stand beside her to encourage her.
So दोस्तों, इसी को बोलते हैं इंटेग्रिटी और पैशन। अगर किसी लीडर में है तो एक अच्छी प्लानिंग करके उसको अच्छे से एग्जीक्यूशन कर सकता है। तो यही आप कहना चाह रही थी। थैंक यू टू ब्रिंगिंग दिस पॉइंट फॉरवर्ड एंड दिस क्वालिटी ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजर ऑफ काम। वी विल टॉक टू द अदर पीपल आल्सो फ्रॉम दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड लेट मी सी इफ दीज 2 क्वालिटी आई कैन मेक इट 4 एंड विल शेयर इट विद यू। थैंक यू मलिया। फ्रेंड्स, मेरे साथ इस वक्त एक और मेहमान हैं, शाजिया साबिर, जो पेशे से आईटी में हैं लेकिन बहुत सोशलिस्ट हैं, काफ़ी अच्छे कामों में अपने आप को इन्वॉल्व रखती हैं और जब भी कुछ लेडीज़ के मुताल्लिक काम होना होता है, उनकी आवाज़ को उठाना होता है, वो हमेशा आगे रहती हैं। शाजिया साबिर, वेलकम।
थैंक यू।
Thanks for talking to me. And I'm really very impressed with this group and this initiative because it's really a big effort for women, and it's not only for women even because I was the part of this initiative when Tabassum came to me first, and we discussed, and initially I was in the meetings and I'm still in the group, but and we thought about it like it's only not for women, but we will be including some men, and we will be along with them working for women who need our help. And totally my intention was also to join the group is
तो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि आदमी किनारे नहीं है इस प्रोग्राम में आपके लिए, ये कनेक्टेड ऑल वुमेन हैं लेकिन मैन भी हैं.
because we need them as well, and really intention was like if I can even help one woman to achieve her goal, that's really that is what I'm thinking and taking as my perspective, because I will be, that's my motive actually, to join this group and to be the part of Tabassum's helper and team, and inshallah we will grow, Tabassum will grow, and it's a very very good initiative.
आप आईटी में हैं और आईटी की ज़ुबान में आपसे एक सवाल पूछता हूँ. आपके यहाँ एक वर्ड होता है स्टोरी लाइन बनाना, स्टोरी पॉइंट बनाना, और उसके बाद आप प्लानिंग करते हैं, एग्जीक्यूशन करते हैं, डिलीवरी करते हैं. सो आपको यहाँ पे क्या स्टोरी पॉइंट मिला जो आप काम से जुड़े?
So the story point, the point which clicked me is like to help a woman who has no idea or they are struggling with, even though they are professionals or they want to do something, even not professional, but they want to do something in their life. So why not we can help when we are, alhamdulillah, working and in the part of the Canada, working place. I work as an IT analyst and I work for one of the insurance company. So why not I can help someone who can achieve their life goals, right?
So that's why we say whenever you have a trigger point, whether for your life, for your friend circle or people around you, just take it forward, because a timely taken trigger point can help a community and you can change the community and you can do better for the community. Thank you, Shaidia, for joining us.
Thank you, and I wish best of luck for Calm and for Tabassum and the team.
And NJTV always stands next to Calm to promote them. Thank you. आज आपने देखा और आप मिल रहे हैं ऐसे लोगों से जो करना चाहते हैं कुछ वुमेन्स के लिए, और यहाँ पर आपको ज़्यादातर वुमेन ही मिल रही हैं जो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन इस ग्रुप को सपोर्ट करने के लिए बहुत सारे मेन भी हैं, और इस इवेंट को कवर करने के लिए जो पूरी टीम है, डिफरेंट मीडिया पार्टनर्स हैं या जो भी अरेंजमेंट है वो सब मेन टीम कर रही है. बट यस, we are having another woman with us, Samira Ali. Samira is from Milton and she is well-known personality in Milton community, and slowly she is entering into other part of GTA. But before I talk a lot about her, why not we talk to her so she can tell me better about her.
Thank you so much. I couldn't catch your name.
Ajay.
Ajay. Nice meeting you, Ajay. My name is Samira Ali, like Ajay said, and I'm running for local councillor here in Milton Ward 4. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome everybody to my town of Milton. We have a beautiful town of Milton where we have a huge heart, and as Milton grows, our heart grows. And in this heart, we are happy to welcome Tabassum and her organization, CAWM CALM. Tabassum is a hero and a warrior. Tabassum went through some medical issues, and through that she was able to pull herself out and empower herself. And when she was done doing that, she said, I'm not going to stop here, I'm going to empower other women. And this is how CAWM came into being, and I just want to thank her for her dedication to the cause, for empowering women. And like many people said here, women need to stick with each other, be each other's tribe, and bring each other up. So I'm happy.
आपका जो point of women should stick to each other to make a big power.
Yes.
अभी एक और किसी से हमारी बात हो रही थी, उन्होंने बताया कि जनरली औरत को बढ़ने से पहले रोकती भी औरत है, लेकिन अगर वो एक दूसरे की भाषा समझ जाए तो अच्छा. तो इस टीम को बढ़ाने के लिए, इस काम मूवमेंट को आगे ले जाने के लिए बहुत सी वुमेन पावर की जरूरत है, मैं ऐसे बोलूँ. तो उसके लिए जो मैसेज पब्लिक को देना है, कैसे वो आगे आए, वो आप दें तो लोग अच्छे से इस बात को समझेंगे?
मेरा मैसेज यही है कि इट स्टार्ट्स विद यू. अगर आप अपने अंदर ये वादा कर लें एज अ वुमेन और इवन एज अ मेल एलाई कि यू नो व्हाट वी नीड टू ब्रिंग वुमेन फॉरवर्ड, उनके पास अच्छे आते, बिकॉज यू नो आप इसको डिनाई नहीं कर सकते कि वी आर 50% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन. 50% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन इज are women, they are qualified, they can help so much, और आप इसको यूटिलाइज नहीं करें, it makes no sense. It is basically a resource that not being used. तो अगर आप किसी भी गवर्नमेंट लेवल पे जाते हैं और कोई भी आपकी रिसोर्स होती है तो आप लोग सोच रहे होते हैं कि इसको किस तरह यूज़ करें तो आपको मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट मिलेगा. तो आप सोचें कि जब आप 50% ऑफ पॉपुलेशन को यूज करेंगे तो कितना प्रॉफिट आएगा. Get back in the community. It starts with the same 1%. Starts with me saying I will always support women. Starts with you being an ally.
दोस्तों वही वाली बात है कि रिसोर्स हैं, उसका यूटिलाइजेशन टाइमली होना चाहिए, ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन होना चाहिए विद पॉजिटिव थॉट्स. सो काम ने ऐसा किया, इनके साथ इतने लोग जुड़े जो काम की इस मूवमेंट को आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं पॉजिटिविटी के साथ. सो हम बाकी लोगों से मिलते रहेंगे, आपको बाकी लोगों से मिलवाएंगे. तब तक के लिए हम समीरा को थैंक यू बोलते हैं. समीरा, थैंक यू एंड गुड लक फॉर योर फ्यूचर एंडेवर्स.
Thank you so much, Ajay.
Friends, you know, any moment, any team is not just one person. It's a team. It's having different pillars. It needs people who work. So in the same way, calm moment also having a big team. You already met some of them. Now I'm bringing you further to the big team of this. With me, मेरे साथ इस वक्त हैं बुशरा, गजल और अनुम. और ये लोग क्या करते हैं इस इवेंट के लिए, इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए, एंड व्हाट दे वांट टू डू एंड व्हाट दे आर डूइंग अदरवाइज ऑल्सो. विल टॉक टू देम. इफ यू हैव सम क्वेश्चन, just ping us below this event in our Facebook program or in our YouTube. We will definitely place all the questions to them separately. So Bushra, you are part of this calm moment. I'm calling it calm. What bring you here? You are doing something else for your regular day and working. So what you do and what bring you here?
Okay, on my day-to-day, I'm a senior marketing manager with one of the major banks in Canada. And what brought me to Calm Canada was just one intention of me to give back to the community in any form or manner. When we met as a team, we decided that let's focus on women, and that is a soft spot in my heart as well. And that's when I said I definitely want to back up this organization in any way possible. And over the past 4 or 5 months, I have been one of the core team member in this organization, and there is no set task that any one of us have. We have a WhatsApp group, Facebook group. We communicate through the day on what needs to be done. Whoever is free, we just pick it up. So there is no set responsibilities yet for this.
So it's a combination of marketing, what I can give to community, and what the technology available, best utilization. Anna, what you do and why you attach to this group, and whatever you want to say about these activities.
So by profession, I'm a chartered professional accountant.
Okay.
And I'm a young mother of 3 little boys. And I feel that going through that, I can really recognize the hardships that as a woman that you have to go through being a mother and being in the working field and managing family. And there's so much more that being a woman that I'm trying to manage. And I just want to let other women out there know that don't be hesitant because you feel that there is this hindrance, or if you have kids, or if you cannot put enough time, don't feel that as a barrier. Just go out there, do whatever you can, and just try to connect with people and make a difference. That's why I want to be involved with Calm Canada, so I can help support other women achieve their potential and much more.
So this organization, any organization cannot work without money. So people must be contributing, or they are planning to contribute. So are you guys taking contributions also? You want to say something about that? I'm asking this question to you because you are an accountant person. That's that big question being to my point.
As of now, we have sponsors
Right.
who are contributing to our cause, and it's still in the works. We're figuring out how we want to take this further.
So friends, whatever the dollars you are putting in this organization as a contribution, as a sponsorship, you are getting monitored by a chartered professional. Thank you. Ghazal, what you do and what is your connectivity with the CAM?
As Shava said, that we don't have anything set for as responsibility for us. Basically, I'm a real estate agent, mother of 2 girls, and my husband is also a chartered accountant. And when I joined CAM Canada, so my purpose was because CAM Canada is not a normal kind of organization. It's not like that. We're asking for donations. We're not asking for. We're not only catering women that are abused or suppressed or those kind of things. We are trying to help women use their own skills for their own selves. We are not trying to ask them to pity themselves. We are asking them to become strong. And we are all housewives also. We have husbands. They are all supporting us. So we would like to say that a woman is very strong. But if you have your husbands also with you, your family with you, you are more stronger in your life.
So friends, you are watching a group who is IT professionals, who are marketing person, banking, real estate, chartered accountants, and other members. When we met, they are also in different professions. So when a team of professionals create an organization for a betterment of community, that to a 50% of our population globally. So just come forward, join with them, and anything you want to say on this organization, they are working, your suggestions, you can pass it on to NJ Digital TV also. NJ Digital TV joining hand with them to promote their organization, their events. And to reach NJ Digital TV, you can go to our Facebook page, as you guys have. You can go to our WhatsApp. You can go to our YouTube. You can write an email to njdigitaldtv@gmail.com. And your suggestions, your point, if it is related to us, we will take care. If it is related to this organization, we assure you that we will pass it on to them as soon as possible. Thank you, ladies. You are doing a good job and it's a good organization. All the best. Thank you. तो दोस्तों, ये था हमारा आज का प्रोग्राम हेलो कनाडा विद अजय गुप्ता. इसमें हमने आपको दिखाया एक नया लॉन्चिंग इवेंट CAWM कनाडा का. वो इवेंट जो लेडीज़ के लिए कुछ करना चाहता है, वुमेन के लिए कुछ करना चाहता है और उनकी तरक्की के लिए नए रास्ते खोलना चाहता है. इसके अलावा हमारे बाकी प्रोग्राम आप देखते रहते हैं. बाकी कार्यक्रम जो आते हैं उनमें हम बताते हैं कि हम इस कम्युनिटी के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए कैरियर कैसे हो सकते हैं, क्या लेडीज़ अपना कैरियर बना रही हैं, क्या वो फील्ड में हैं और इसके अलावा वो करती क्या क्या हैं. सेम वे जैसे कि आप जानते हैं, हमारे प्रोग्राम आप हमारे NJ डिजिटल के लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग पे देख सकते हैं. आप हमारे प्रोग्राम फेसबुक पेज पर जाकर देख सकते हैं. आप हमारे प्रोग्राम देख सकते हैं हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर. और अगर आप कोई प्रोग्राम आपका मिस हो जाता है, आप हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर जाइए, यूट्यूब पेज पर जाइए और आराम से सर्व कर सकते हैं हमारे सभी पास्ट में ब्रॉडकास्ट किए गए प्रोग्राम्स को. इसके अलावा अगर आपका कोई सजेशन है, आप किसी स्पेसिफिक प्रोग्राम के बारे में कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, यू वांट टू गिव अस एन आइडिया फॉर अ न्यू प्रोग्राम, यू वांट टू गिव अस सम सजेशन हाउ टू कवर, वेयर टू कवर, लाइक फॉर दिस हेलो कनाडा विद अजय गुप्ता, वी आर प्लानिंग अ सीरीज on different locations in Canada, which is entertaining, which is informational, which is educational, and ultimately that will help you to know more about Canada. So आप देखते रहिए हेलो कनाडा विद अजय गुप्ता ऑन NJ डिजिटल TV. हर हफ्ते हम आने का वादा करते हैं एक नए प्रोग्राम के साथ, नए इवेंट के साथ, नई इन्फॉर्मेशन के साथ. तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, शुक्रिया, थैंक यू, नमस्कार, धन्यवाद.
Are you sure about it? Let's do it then.
The family law lawyers at Alam Law Chambers will be with you during your stressful divorce and custody battle so that the best possible result can be found for you and your children. Reliable and affordable. Alam Law.
An exclusive multi-designer studio specialized in wedding planning services, bridal wear, casual party wear, jewelry, shoes, purses, dupattas, men's and kids' clothes. You name it, we have it. Some of the Pakistani designer labels we carry are Sami K, Agha Noor, Sana Safinaz, Anas Abrar, Zainab Chutani, Wahaj Khan, Fatma Khan, and many more. Parahan, sheer elegance. We believe in quality service and best price.
You can contact 9075 Derry Road West, Unit Number 1, Milton, Ontario.
मैं हूं जहांगीर खान, स्क्वाश कोर्ट का चैंपियन, लेकिन रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टमेंट का चैंपियन मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। मुझे उन पर यकीन है, आप भी करके देखिए।
जहांगीर खान और हजारों क्लाइंट्स का चहेता मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। रेजिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टीज और इन्वेस्टमेंट्स दोनों के लिए ही सही मशवरा, सही फैसला। मकान जिसे आप अपना घर कहने में फख्र महसूस करेंगे। मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन, 4163185264।
रंग वाली, भरम वाली, न्यूज वाले, व्यूज वाले, मेल वाले, कराची वाले, खैबर वाले, लाहौर वाले, पिंड